And we are following some breaking news right now. A man claims he was tortured and held hostage inside a pricey brownstone of a cryptocurrency entrepreneur in SoHo. And good evening to you. At 6 o'clock, I'm Liz Cho.
And I'm Bill Ritter. We're going to begin with that breaking news. The NYPD tonight questioning that cryptocurrency entrepreneur about what happened in his $75,000 a month apartment. A man from Italy claims he was tied up and tortured for 2 weeks by the entrepreneur.
He says he managed to escape. And tonight we are learning new information about what happened and what police say. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger is live in SoHo with the breaking news. Josh.
Liz, you don't hear something like this every day, and every new detail we hear is more disturbing than the one before. In the brownstone behind me, cops say they've uncovered a sadistic torture ring led by a group of crypto bros who sources say tied up their victim, tortured him with electrical current, pistol whipped him, and then fired up a chainsaw and threatened to cut off his limbs, all to have access to his fortune in cryptocurrency. At an opulent brownstone on Prince Street, a most unusual sight. Police emerged with a handcuffed man in a bathrobe who stood in the rain barefoot as they patted him down and tried to make sense of a depraved story they'd heard from another man who claimed he'd been held against his will here for weeks.
I mean, everything else happens, but that one is a new one, and no, that's just insane.
This morning, a 28-year-old man from Italy approached a traffic agent and said he'd escaped captivity at 38 Prince Street, having been held hostage and beaten. Police quickly moved in.
I saw like a sort of SWAT team going with the shields, and then shortly after that, I saw a guy in a white robe and handcuffs come out.
The guy comes out in a white bathrobe, barefoot, hands cuffed behind his back, got into a police car. He didn't look concerned, you know. He didn't look worried or anything like that.
The man in the bathrobe was, according to cops, a cryptocurrency entrepreneur who rents the home. Police say he'd had a business dispute with the victim who'd moved to his native Italy after a falling out months ago. But he returned May 6th, and that's when police say the home's occupant and another person effectively took the victim hostage and tortured him, tying him up, beating him, even throwing him through furniture. Police say the victim has traumatic injuries consistent with having been beaten. Inside the house, they say they found multiple Polaroid pictures of him being tied up and tortured, along with multiple torture items in view. They also found a gun. The house, all 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, sits set back from the sidewalk on this busy block in SoHo. It was rented just a couple of months ago. Its most recent listing price, $75,000 per month. Sidewalk vendor Kieran Tully has been watching that house for months and says something's been off. He just never knew what.
I've seen people go in and out all the time and never really ever saw the same person twice. So we were wondering like what was going on in there.
Well, something apparently was. We are blurring the suspect's picture in that video because police have not formally charged him or named him publicly, but he's being questioned right now at the NYPD's 5th Precinct. They're also seeking at least one other person they say was involved in this depravity. As for the victim, sources say he chose today to stage his escape because his tormentors told him they would kill him today. Right now, he's being treated at Bellevue Hospital. We're live in SoHo tonight. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
What a bizarre story, Josh.